makes you psychic. All these great powers that we try to get from these austerities can be awakened in compassion. Even immortality. The yogis fast and meditate and pray. But the most powerful entities throughout history were known for their compassion. Do you hear what I'm saying? Those are the most powerful ones, not the ones that meditated all day and fasted for years. But it was the beings of great compassion that are the most notable. So we need something that will challenge us to activate our highest compassion, which is where our highest power lies, right? We can't do that with a dead God. We can't do that with an impersonal God. We can't do that with a statue, because they don't do anything wrong. They don't do anything that requires us to activate our compassion. The statue is going to be there. The impersonal God is always going to be perfect. There's never going to be any contradiction. So we're safe, aren't we? But you get your human God. You find your human God. Find a living God. Then you will need compassion. You will have to go beyond your ego to even understand. So you just transcended the ego. You see how all the austerities, it's all happening right there. Everything you're trying to do with the yogas, the asanas, the postures, everything that we're trying to do in there. The human God, it happens just like that. It happens like that with a living deity. The imperfection makes you the perfect one. Ain't that heavy? The perfection in the dead God always leaves you less. You always are less than God. Right? Watch this. You always are going to be beneath God. Not in your suzerainty, right, or your position, but you're always going to be beneath God. You're always going to be the lowly entity under God. The dead one. The living God. Something within you is perfected. Out of your desire to try to love perfectly. So it's not about having a perfect God as important it is to love perfectly. The contradictions and imperfections make you love perfectly. Makes you love from a deeper level. God doesn't challenge you to love. The dead one. Humans challenge you to love. You got to, or you kill everybody. You feel me? You take everybody out. No one challenges us to love like human beings. So, you take one of these humans, and you try to love that human as a God. The challenge to love is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous challenge. What happens to you when you take on a ridiculous challenge? What happens to you when you keep trying to lift 500 pounds every day? Come on. So then it has nothing to do with God. A God.